talked to Dan earlier. He said he thought you maybe took that leap at the end of last year with that production that we saw. He mentioned Penne as well. So what is it, I guess, how do you quantify an even bigger leap into year two? What are the things that you need to do besides just production and catches that you'll feel that you're a better player?
That's a good question. You know, everyone, all you can really look at is production as, you know, as the media. But, you know, besides production, there's things that don't go on the stats, like blocking, missed assignments, you know, trying to have the least amount of missed assignments. But for me, you know, like you said, at the end of last year, I had more production. I think I want that same production starting right away this year. So if I can get that right away, help my team win some games. And as an offense, I think we're clicking right now. Coach Ben has us rolling. We love the offense. It's a lot of carryover from last year, some new stuff, but, I mean, we love it so far.
I was talking to a couple of receivers the past couple of days, just about that whole receiver room. What do you think is the potential of the offense? Like, do you think you guys are going to be up in that upper echelon of the best wide receiver units in the North?
For sure. I think with the additions that we made this offseason, drafting, you know, Jameson, adding DJ, adding some other guys, while still keeping the same guys we had last year, it's gonna be dangerous for a lot of teams. We got guys that can make plays. We got guys that are fast, guys that are quick, guys that are big. We got all types of different receivers. So I'm excited to see what we do as a receiving core. But yeah, I'm excited.
I see Jameson out there, you know, just kind of like talking to you, just going over the little like things out there. How do you feel that he's picking up things, you know, right now in this first year out there?
He's picking up things well. I mean, it's tough to say, you know, when you're not in it, not running the routes, not really, you know, practicing, because you're just watching from outside. You're in the meetings, but I think once he gets back, it'll be easy. It won't be too hard for him because he's already absorbing all the information right now. So once he, you know, starts running and stuff, it won't be too bad.
How much of a recovery period did you have after a 17-game season? And that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I took about a month and a half off. So I just was at home relaxing, enjoying my time off because, you know, once I start working out again, I'm full go. So I don't like half-assing workouts, you know, doing two times a week. If I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna work out. So I took a month off completely without no workouts, went golfing, played some video games, doing what I do, but after that, it's full go.
Some people might look at it like, man, he did this as a rookie. Can he continue it? Does that motivate you at all to show, like, hey, I am the real deal?
Definitely, it definitely motivates me. Like I said, I had a chip on my shoulder coming in this league, and it's not going nowhere for me. So the goal of this league is to be consistent, like I said earlier, you know, last year. So for me, proving that I can do what I did last year and even more is you know, what's keeping me going right now.
I'm curious what those off-season workouts look like for you. What parts of your game did you work on? And
Yeah, so I honestly I did everything from working out to lifting to getting stronger because, you know, that 17-game season, it's hard to really get lifts in because you want to be fresh for each game. So for me, once I started working out again, it was making sure I'm getting my strength back and whatnot, putting my weight back on. And then after that, I'm doing my receiver drills, speed work, everything that I can just to improve my game. So that's kind of how it went.
Any surfing this offseason? We saw a little celebration there in the end zone.
Yeah, you know, I've gone surfing before. It's actually really hard. I think I've only got on the board like one time. But, you know, on the grass, it's kind of easier to get on the board. So, but no, I didn't go surfing this offseason, but last year I did for sure. Yep.
What do receivers with the skill sets of Chark and Jameson Williams bring for your games?
I think when you have guys like that can stretch the field, everything underneath is much more open. You know, safeties are backpedaling more. Corners are running back. Even for them, it's going to open things up. You got corners that are afraid of your speed, afraid of the deep ball. They can just run a curl right in front of them. So I think as an offense, it adds a whole new element, and I'm excited to see what happens this season.
Coach Hamill said he's looking for guys who, when the pressure gets higher, the heartbeats get a little bit lower. You've been in those situations, especially last season. So how much does that help you here in training camp when you can tell that they're amping up the pressure?
It's honestly, it's the best training you can get before a game. Obviously, a preseason game helps, but in practice is when I think that's when you get better. That's when it's good on good. Competition is at its highest. Ones-on-ones, like I said. So for me, I'm trying to get in that mode every practice any chance that I can, because once I get to the game, it's going to be easier. Obviously, you know, games are different. You got fans and whatnot. There's noise, but we can create that noise out here. We have loudspeakers and whatnot. So for us as players, the coaches, I think, are trying to create that stress on us as much as they can in practice so that when it comes to game time, it's easy.
With Goff, looks a lot more comfortable when he's out there. What can that mean for him this year? What year for him?
I think he looks much more comfortable. And I think that would be for any quarterback that's going into year two with a team that he really understands. You know, last year, I think it was brand new everything, new coaches, new receivers. So I think chemistry is a big thing as quarterback, receivers, and even tight ends. So for him having that year under his belt, I think we just understand each other much more as wideouts in the passing game, and it's going to pay off.
Amon-Ra, there's tape out there now. You're not going to take anybody by surprise. How do you prepare for something like that? I mean, how can you prepare for the defenses now knowing about you?
I mean, they still got to stop it. You know what I mean? You still got to stop it, and that's what we got. Coach Johnson, he's going to put us in the right position to make plays, put the players in the right position. So that's why we have coaches, and at the end of the day, I do what I do, and you still got to stop it. So.
You talked last year about that. Last year got a little chippy out there, man. Yeah. Think anybody gonna touch you this year?
I thought about that when the pads come back on how it's gonna be. I'm sure some guy asked, one of the players goes, "How many fights do you think are gonna break out?" I said 2. My plus or minus is 2, so we'll see. I don't think I will get in any fights, but I'm not a punk now, so if they try me, I'm gonna have to do something. But I don't think it'll happen with me this year, unless it happens. So we'll see.
You talked last year about kind of being motivated by falling in the draft a little bit. Do you feel like your rookie season was maybe a little bit overlooked, and is that something that is motivating you going into year 2?
Honestly, I don't know if it's overlooked. That's up to you guys to decide. But like I said, my chip isn't going nowhere. I know what some people think, and that's what keeps me motivated.
Speaking of motivation, last year you had a specific catch count on the jug machine that you used. Do you have a new number this year?
Same one, 202 every day. Yep. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it.